Okay. If you're new to DayZ, you've only just bought the game, you need to learn how to fish, you need to learn how to melee fight zombies and players, you need to learn how to find food and water quick, and hopefully find better clothing, weapons, not be sick. Then I would advise you to learn how to do this. Stealth kill. You might be so new to the game, you don't even realize you can stealth kill. But if you have a pointed bladed weapon in your hand, a steak knife, a bone knife, a stone knife, a kitchen knife like I've got, a combat knife, a hunting knife, and I believe it works with screwdrivers and definitely sickles, then you can crouch walk as slow as possible, ideally, behind a zombie with a blade in your hand, a pointed weapon in your hand, I should say. And then if you're on PC, you'll get behind the zombie. Let's assume the zombie is this bush. You'll get to within about a foot or foot and a half of the back of the zombie. You have to be to the back. Imagine you're doing an SAS kill where you put your left hand round the person's throat, cover their mouth, and then stab them in the neck or the back. You come up behind the zombie and then you quickly press right button on your mouse followed by left. And rather than slash like it just did because I was facing a tree, if the mechanic works, you creep up to the zombie slow enough. Where's he gone? Where's this one gone? I can hear him. He's literally in the bush. So this isn't an easy one. What's he doing? Just chilling? There he is. Get to the back of the zombie. When he's stationary, right button, left button. It'll go into the animation. And look at that. I'm not standing there wildly fighting him, slashing him, power hits. He'll be dead with 2 or 3 power hits if I'm lucky. But if not, some other player can see me fighting him, run in, attack me from behind. If I run into a field, or even worse, a military area, where there's 10, 15 Zeds, I need to pick my path through the Zeds. Now, do I do it by isolating them and fighting them standing up 1v1? If you can, great. But sometimes you can't always do that. So say there was only 3 zombies over here, there's 8 over there. I might want to come over here. Plus, there could be a player sorting out his loot in one of the barracks if this was a military area. So I don't want zombies screaming, alerting them of my presence. So I'm going to try and pick my way through by stealth killing. So remember, you have to... See, if I run up to this guy now and hit him in the back, this other guy in the distance is going to join in. If I go like this... See how it failed? Which is great. I didn't do anything different to the first 2 examples I give you. But maybe I was fractionally too close to the zombie. Or about 1 every 10... maybe 2 every 10 tries, DayZ will just throw you a curveball and a big FU, basically. And for some reason, the stealth kill will fail. So don't treat it as an exact science, but just go through the same motions every time, and 9 times out of 10, you'll be fine. Creep. When you're behind him, right button left. There we go. Worked. Stealth kill. Drops like a stone. If another zombie was rushing me from that house... and I just started to stealth kill, he drops. I've now turned. I've got plenty of time to defend myself against the other Z. So one more time, let's go through what you need in your hand while you're crouch walking. And then when you get up behind, about a foot and a half behind, right button on the mouse, quickly followed by the left. So you want it to almost look like this. Right? I'm standing up, right bang, hitting the left almost half a second after I've hit the right button. What do you need in your hand? An improvised stone knife, bone knife, steak knife, kitchen knife like I've got, which I've just ruined. You can do it with a combat knife, a hunting knife, any of the machetes, the standard machete, the crude machete, the oriental machete. I also believe it works with a screwdriver. It definitely works with a sickle as well. But if anyone's in the comments and they want to tell me if it works with an improvised spear, that would be interesting. to know, or is it too long? It just won't work. But you know, you've got to go through the motions of finding yourself a knife, obviously, of some sort. But this tip is going to be more handy to you, especially as a new DayZ player. Not so much in spawn towns, although if you spawn in Colin Brody here, where I did earlier, on Livonia, you're going to find 6, 7 zombies around the well, and you're going to need to drink. Look, I'm in yellow water because I didn't drink. I ran over to the police for the purposes of the video. I ran over to the police Zeds. But I want to hit that well that's just up there on the top of the street on the right-hand side. Now, I killed some zombies up here earlier, but they've spawned in again. So look, there's a runner zombie up there. There's another zombie in front of me. You might want to pick your way through these zombies. Stealth kill this one. Maybe go up and around. Stealth kill that one up the top by the well. So that you're not running in. Oh, I need to use the well. And you end up fighting 4 or 5 zombies at the same time. Now, if you're proficient in melee, proficient in trapping zombies, great. But even players with 10,000 hours in the game will tell you they can mess things up. And all of a sudden, you've got 4 bleeds, you've only got 1 bandage, you've got no rags, you're in a whole world of pain. So again, if you want to comment on the video, any questions specifically about stealth killing, and if you could drop a like if you've learnt something. If you're new to DayZ, you didn't know you could stealth kill, or you weren't sure how you stealth kill, very, very simple. Have a knife in your hand. This is a wrench. I know it's not a knife, but for the purposes of the example, have a knife in your hand, crouch walk slowly up to the zombie's back. They must have their back turned. Right button, left click on your mouse. If you're on controller, left trigger, right followed very quickly by the right trigger. But creeping is important. The more you have on, if you have a big rucksack like this dude here, you're gonna make more noise. So if I put that on my back and I'm crouch walking, I'm gonna make fractionally more noise than if I didn't have it on. To the untrained ear, it doesn't seem a lot, but the zombies will notice it, especially when that bag becomes full. And if you're really good and you want to be really sneaky, consider getting yourself some improvised foot wraps or slip-up feet, pillow feet, whatever you want to call them, and you'll be even quieter. You'll be as if you've taken your shoes off if you listen. You can hardly hear me even when I fast crouch. Obviously I've cut myself for the purposes of giving you an example, but with foot wraps on your feet, you wouldn't cut yourself. So hopefully that helps you how to stealth kill in DayZ. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.